And here we are for round one, playing against Stormblade. Looking forward to getting this mono red control deck in action. So we won the die roll. I think being on the play is very important with this deck. Definitely want to be on the play. Let's see what we got. This hand, again, against unknown opponents, it's a little tough knowing how good our removal spells will match up with what they have. But I think the reason why we run the full 8 Tormenting Voice Cathartic Reunion is to really get rid of our dead cards and just keep drawing more gas. And we even have the turn 2 Alchemist and just general removal spells to deal with aggro or controlling type decks. So this is a snap keep. Let's see what we're playing against. Swamp. So this Alchemist out there hitting a land is pretty good. Ooh, Metalworker's Puzzle Knot. Not a card that I would anticipate thinking is good to play against when you have things like Prophetic Prism in the format. But, like, taking damage for that effect and paying like 5 mana for a Sign in Blood is not really somewhere I want to be. So here we drew a land for turn, which basically means we're going to Tormenting Voice, get rid of one land, and then I think we guaranteed want to play a land this turn, so I'm not going to Cathartic Reunion. So I think I'm just going to Tormenting Voice. So I ping, pitch this land, draw 2, and we hit another land into Galvanic Bombardment number 2. So that's good. So if he has any 3 toughness guys, we should be able to kill it with the second bombardment. He has a grasp for our guy, so we just ping him again, and should be good. Alright, so here I always love watching these replays because I forgot what my original plays were by now, so I like to see what I would do at this time. Here I think I would just Cathartic Reunion and pitch both these lands, and don't really care if I hit a land drop or not. I guess I hit my land and pass. Interesting. I guess I'm hoping to just draw like Self-Assembler, so I don't really want to be down lands. And maybe I have Cathartic Reunion discarding Alchemist Greeting next turn, so I guess I'm hoping he just plays a guy for me to kill. Okay. So this is interesting. So I guess next turn I'm going to Cathartic Reunion Alchemist Greeting and discard my 5th land. So I might as well Galvanic Bombardment one of the creatures. Now, oddly enough, drawing Fiery Temper for turn here would have meant that I could have played my 5th land, Cathartic Reunion, discarded both Alchemist Greeting and Fiery Temper to kill both of his guys, and I could still have these 2 bombardments in hand, and I would have this. I don't know about this play. Alright, so I'm going to discard the Temper and the Greeting, probably play one of them. The Temper at his face. Yep, Temper at his face, and this Greeting kill his guy. So I'm yeah, I don't really like that play. I should have just discarded the land and held the Temper, I think. We'll see how it goes. He has 4 in hand, so do we. Renegade Freighter is not really a problem when we have Flame Lash and basically Lightning Bolt in our hand now for it. So I'm definitely going to play this Pyre Hound out. Hopefully he doesn't have Grasp of Darkness, and he does not. He has a Pillar Bug, which is not really that good. Immediately goes for the Freighter. So I have a couple options here. One is to bombardment it, and then if he responds with anything, I could Lightning Axe, discarding Flame Lash. This grows my Hound, and he does not have anything. I was thinking he could have had like Rush of Vitality, which would have been really bad for me because it would be indestructible and he would gain 6 life. And so I might Lightning Axe and 2-for-1 myself in response, but here I make an interesting play. He only has 2 cards in hand, and I could, just hold my spells and keep him at 11 life, but I figure I have a chance to really do some damage here, and I don't think he has Grasp of Darkness in hand, and even if he does, I'm going to blow him out with my 2nd spell in hand. So I'm just going to Flame Slash targeting him, put him to 10, grow my guy to 4 power, and now that he has this, Now, like, murder is his only option, and I don't know. I feel like he just doesn't have it. So, in retrospect, I actually don't like this play because I don't think I need to kill his Pillar Bug, and I don't like going to 0 cards in hand because that turns off Tormenting Voice and Cathartic Reunion. I want to hold on to those extra lands so that I can plow through my deck and just keep drawing gas. So he just cracks a Puzzle Knot. He's at 4. I mean, I blew my hand to put him to 4 instead of 11, and now I have a 5/6 trample. So he either needs to kill this. All right, Fortuitous Find. What did he get back? He got back the 2/2 Death Touch thing that can be a 3/2 Death Touch and a Pillar Bug. And then he's playing a Deadweight on my guy. Okay. Does he have a Grasp of Darkness? No? Okay. So he's got a 2/3 and I got a 3/4, so he's going to 1. Yeah, see, this is a perfect example. I knew I remembered it for a reason. Don't discard your last land with this deck, folks. You learned it from my mistakes. So now he's at 1. He's going to lifelink up to 3. Flame Lash, Fiery Temper are all just game. Also, removal spell for his guy would be game because I have Trample. Ooh, Mad Prophet. I could play Mad Prophet and attack with both, but that would mean he could crew the Renegade Freighter, block my 3/4. He could trade with my Hound and he would take 2. So I think I'd rather just play Tormenting Voice, try to draw 2 more outs to hitting a burn spell, and it makes my guy a 4/5. So I think Tormenting Voice is just a better Mad Prophet right now. And a draw, yeah, like a 1 mana, deal 4 damage. So I can just attack, he goes to block, and then I just kill the blocker and trample over. Yep, okay. Last game. So sideboarding against this deck. Looks like he's got a lot of basically 3 toughness and 2 toughness guys. He's got this Ghoulcaller's Accomplice, so I'm definitely bringing my Touches of the Void so that it exiles it so he doesn't get as much card advantage. I do want instant speed removal though. He doesn't have too many 4 toughness things, so the whole Lightning Axe, Alchemist Greeting is less necessary. He does have like a lot of 2/2s and 2/3s, so I think the Brazen Wolves are good. And so yeah, so some of the Power Helixes might be good too. Yeah. Okay, let's go to game 2. Can't remember exactly how I sideboarded. One of the problems in dealing with these replays, again, I would think it would be the coolest thing ever if the replays would actually show you game 2, a little infographic that would just show you in, like right here, cards that you boarded in, and right here, cards that you boarded out. It would be so cool. Can't be that hard, right? Alright. Self-Assembler in the opening hand is always like a pretty good sign, I think. You just hope to not draw anymore, but yeah, this hand's pretty great. We would like to draw like Tormenting Voice or Cathartic Reunion, but we're definitely not dying early, and there's a voice. Okay, so we got the Touch of the Void for the Accomplice. Ooh, and an Alchemist was a perfect draw. He's got a 3/2. Okay. So here's actually a really interesting turn. I do want to Touch of the Void, the Ghoulcaller's Accomplice, but I also want to Galvanic Bombardment, the 3/2, because that can attack through my Alchemist, and really the Ghoulcaller's Accomplice can't even attack through it. But if he attacks, I can't block because I know he has Deadweight. Maybe he should have boarded out Deadweight though. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Yeah, if I Tormenting Voice, I don't really have anything I want to discard, and if I wait till I have 4 lands to Tormenting Voice, then I could pitch my Alchemist Greeting. So I'm hoping to hit land next turn, and I think I just play Ping, play land, Ping, play Touch of the Void on the 2/2, and then just plan to take 3 from the Thraben. Yep, and that's fine. I really don't think he's that aggressive compared to me. He has Oblivion Strike. Like, 4 mana, takes his whole turn. It's really not that bad. Really would have liked to have drawn a land there. Here, probably just gonna discard like a Flame Lash or something to my Tormenting Voice. I don't know. Yep, Flame Lash. Don't really care about it. There we go. So I'll play my land and I'm gonna Bombardment the 3/2. He's a little flooded. Another 2/2. Man, if I drew land, that would have been sick, because then I just go off with Self-Assembler. Here, I think I just play Pyrehound. It's a natural blocker. He has dead weight, right? So I just don't need to block. Trading 2 for 2 is fine for me. I have so much more burn than him. And here, I might as well go. Oh, I don't Bombardment his guy because I want a Self-Assembler. That's why. All right, so here it is. Caw-Blade himself. Squadron Assembler. Yeah, if he's attacking into it, then I'm pretty certain he has dead weight in hand, and there's just no point in, like, he's trading 2 for 6. He can't block well, so pretty sure I just outrace him very easily. Just assembling. It's kind of weird that the plays are set in stone, but I don't want to draw the other assemblers too. I guess it's a 1 in 42 out now, so if I have other plays, it's fine. So yeah, he's doing a lot of nothing. Making 2/2s doesn't really do much of anything. Just reunion, kill all of his guys, and deal him 1,000,000 damage. Saves his guy, but it taps it, and he's taking 13. Yep, that match wasn't super close. Alright, on to round 2.